I'm just preparing some blanks for some barons for glue up. The way that I prepare my blanks is I always try to match the lower barrel to the upper barrel when I'm assembling my pens. So there's just a few steps that I go through to ensure that it's easier during the turning process and the assembly process for the barrels to line up. Here are a set of Baron tubes. So on this Huon Pine blank, first of all I mark the blanks so that when they're in their trays and I'm looking for a particular blank to turn, it's easy for me to identify and easy for me to find. So with the Baron tubes, the upper and the lower, or the fatter, the shorter and the longer, the lines are marked so that I can cut them on the bandsaw. I'll put another line in there so that when I come to turn, I always match these two halves together. So when the pen is assembled, the grain on the barrels match up. Because it's a Baron, I mark it BA on both sides. So if it gets mixed up in the whole drawer of glued up pen blanks, I don't get confused. So this is the short and the long. Now, as you can see, I glue quite a few blanks together, and there's 3 Curly Myrtle and there's another 2 Bird's Eye Huon blanks there. To stop me from getting them all confused, I then mark it A1 for this blank, and the other blanks I'll mark A2, A3, A4, just so that we don't get they don't get mixed up in the drawers later on. Having marked it, I'll then bring it onto the bandsaw and I'll cut it on that line and I'll cut it on that line. As you can see, I've marked all the blanks up. It doesn't take a lot of time to do, but it saves you a hell of a lot of time further down the track when you're trying to match particular blanks together. I've just got this little jig set up for the bandsaw. It saves me a lot of time and it helps me cut square. I cut 2 blanks at a time, just like that. I'll line up the lines and just push it through. Line up the lines and push it through. Now that they're all cut, they're ready to go onto the drill press to get drilled.